Okay, here she is, 1991 Camaro Z28. I'm just going to go around it, show you the different areas so you can get a better look of it. You know, the paint is really not too bad, but you can tell there's in the hood mostly clear coat fading area there, also in this little scoops and coming out here. Hopefully you can see that. You can see the windshield is cracked in the bottom, along the bottom there. Antenna is still there. Has the bra in the front. I haven't taken it out, but just from the shape and everything, it doesn't seem like there's anything bad out there. It looks like it still has that Camaro logo in the front. You can tell a little paint fade there across the front headlights. All the lights and everything work on it. We're just going to go around. We're looking through the driver's side right now. You can see it's fairly straight, not too bad. I want to point out a couple paint chips here and there. I mean, paint's not the greatest, but there's areas that are larger than others, so there's no rust throughout the body. It's just, like I said, these little paint chips. I'll show you. Some are bigger than others. Here we go. One of the larger ones in the top corner of the front driver's side, or driver's side door. You can go on. Besides that, there's some in the door, and you're going to see the main body area. Here's the door paint again. But this is the only part of the body that seems to have something wrong with it. Seems to have been kind of crashed in a little bit through that front of the wheel well. Hopefully you can see this through here. But you can see where there's a little crease coming through there. Like again, no rusting or anything. You have the original Camaro wheels on these all the way around. Some of the tires are better than others. Some are going to need replacing soon. Hopefully I can show you one of these tires. You know, they're not perfect. Some are better than others. But we'll go around the outside, then we'll show you the inside. So here you're looking still at the driver's side. You can see where on the top you're going to see a little bit more sun fading up through there. The rear glass is in great shape. The scoop, you're going to see a little bit more sun fading through there. Underneath the sun, you know, you got shiny paint right there. The sun's blocked. But like I said, we're going to keep going around. You're going to get more sun fading on the top of the rear bumper. Besides that, rear lights are all in good shape. You got your duals coming out. Of course, they're not true duals. It's just still set as it was originally. You got the Z28 logo up there. Now we're looking at the passenger side. You know, the body's still straight here. We have none of that body damage we saw a little bit over there, but you still see your classic sun fading up through there. This side is the better of the two. You're not going to see as much sun fade or chipping. You do have one spot though in the front quarter panel. You can see it right there that's coming out. And then you have your typical, like I said, clear coat fading to the front. And in the passenger side rear view mirror, you got these scrapes. Alright, so let's take a look at the inside. Starting off with the T-tops. The T-tops are in great shape. You know, a little sun faded, but the weather stripping to hold them seems to be in great shape. I haven't had any experiences with it leaking any water, even when washing it. The front seats, you can see the floorboards. We'll start with that. They seem to be in great shape. The dash seems to be, you know, the typical cracking in the dash. I'm sure this has, you can see, but it's got that pad on it. But the front console area seems to be fine. You got your controls for electric windows. This has the electric seats as well. You have your radio there. The knob on it is broken. I think it turns on and works, but the knob's broken, so you know, I haven't really messed with it. You can tell probably the front two seats have been replaced with other Camaro seats because they don't match the colors. They seem to be in okay shape. You just have a little bit of tearing about there in the middle of that passenger side. You're going to have a little bit in that edge of that driver's side. You look at the rear seats, you're going to see they seem to be the original seats. Really the only problem up here is on the passenger side. You're going to see a little hole there. Besides that, everything else seems to be, you got that cover for the rear hatch. You can see your, you know, the top, whatever, top liner seems to be in great shape. The side panels are in good shape. You know, so it's really not too bad. You have a crack in the console, in the center console. It opens and closes just fine, but you know, it's just the liner there is cracked. I'll show you the doors. I'm going to go ahead and open the doors so you can see the floor panels in the inside. This one seems to be in great shape. Pretty clean. All there, nothing broken. All the electric windows work, coming up and down fairly just fine. You can see this door seems to be just fine. Better look at the seats and the interior through there. Let's go through the driver's side. So on this door sags a little bit. So you're going to see a little rubbing in the bottom right there. There's no rust, like I said. It's just rubbing paint just because the door sags a little bit. Besides that, everything's still there. You can see from the floor panel, the door panel seems to be in good shape. It's missing the spring and goes on this hinge that'll keep that connector right here pushed up against that rod. It's missing that spring, so that's why you gotta hold the door open. It's not gonna support it there for you. The floorboards here, a little dirt there, but everything seems to be in good shape. Carpet seems to be nice and holding up pretty good. Like I said, this is the main part of that driver's seat. You're gonna see that wear in. Besides that, let's take a look under the hood for as much as you can tell from me doing that. But actually, let's go look at the rear hatch first. You have that electronic control on it. I'm not sure how that works. It's supposed to have a motor that shuts in and opens it for you. I'm just going to use the key because I haven't quite figured out that button yet. But let's do that now. You have your turbo underneath the. There you go. So you see there, that's automatic. So you'll come down and automatically shut it. The shocks on it are good. It keeps it up just fine. You have your light. Works. Seems to be pretty clean. Looks like someone had a little stereo system hooked up back here. But besides that, everything's clean, in good working order. So seems to be no issues back here. You have your little toolbox in there. Opens and closes just fine. The key. And we'll bring this back down, and you'll see how it just automatically latches on. So you see how that's going down by itself now. I guess a little feature that it has. Let's look at underneath the hood. Like I said, who knows what you